Hey everyone, I'm Laura. This is Jewelry, etc. And today, kids are at grandma's. I have to go shut my booth down. For those of you that don't know, I have an antique booth. Well, a booth in like one of those antique flea market places. I don't like the term antique booth because it implies everything's antique in there, and that's definitely not the case. But in any case, I've had this booth for over a year now. It was pretty successful in the beginning, and as long as I'm like paying attention to it and frequenting it and moving stuff around and reorganizing and replenishing stock, I'm good. I do like decent sales. Not like amazing, but as a part-time gig, it's like $130, give or take, a month. And it's just not worth it to me anymore. I was doing it on my way to sourcing hard good items, because there's a thrift store out that way anyway that I went to. But it's not in my schedule anymore. Now that I'm really focusing on jewelry and the crystal stuff, hard goods just don't really have a spot in my life right now. I've been neglecting my booth hardcore. I've been barely making any money off of it, if not owing rent probably this month. So it's time for me to go shut that thing down. So what I'm going to go do today is talk to the owner and put in my 1 month notice and take a tour around my own booth and pick up some things that I want to bring home with me. And everything else, I'm going to probably mark it down pretty substantially and hope that people just kind of clear out the booth this month just by buying things. And otherwise, I'm going to have to make another trip into the booth later and just clear it out and I guess probably donate it. If not, maybe I'll pull some things to sell on YouTube. But anywho, so that's going to be my big plan today. I'm also going to source some jewelry while I'm there because there is another tenant, I guess you would call it, who has some amazing jewelry sometimes. It's very, I don't know, it's pretty hit or miss, but sometimes she gets stunning stuff at really good prices. So I'm going to hit that booth too. So it'll be kind of like a combination tour of my failing antique booth / sourcing. So come along for the ride. Let's go to the booth. Here I am. Here's my booth. It's looking a little empty. I don't remember what was over there. I had a table that I took out because I wanted to keep it. It wasn't for sale anyway, and then I decided I should keep it because I can't buy it back. I got it for like, I think $70 or something in an estate sale on the like discount day, like the last day of the year, you know, or the last day of the sale. And when I comped it when I got home, it's like $800 to $1,200 table. It's like an old oak clawfoot table. I was just going to show you some of the stuff that's in here just to show you what I was selling or the types of things I was selling. But I don't know, now that it's like unimpressive now because half the stuff is gone. Because I do sell things here. This is something I'm going to take. As a matter of fact, I had 2 of these. One was black. It's a jewelry holder. Well, that was cute, like a little shabby chic jewelry holder. I don't see the black one anymore. And I definitely didn't get a notice that it's sold, so that's a bummer. What that means is either it ended up in someone else's booth, or someone else got the sale, or someone took it, so that is a bummer. Dishes in here just don't really sell very well. I had a ton of textiles under there. All of them sold except for this piece that somehow ended up over here. That's one thing, too, to keep in mind when you sell in a booth is your stuff's going to get manhandled and put in different places and messed up and everything. I don't know. I'm about to go through here and pull things down. I love this door. I'm taking that with me. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I thought it was really pretty. That was a thrift store find that I threw in here. But I guess I'll try to sell it first. If it doesn't sell, then I'll take that one home with me. Someone actually stole... this had 3. Someone stole one of them and stuck other fake flowers back where it was. Like, really? You're just going to take that one? It was a whole set. Now it's missing, so that's really annoying. This was on eBay and had a ton of watchers, but no one ever bought it, so I put it in my booth, and it's still here. Imagine that. I have like a handmade wreath. This set is actually very pretty. I love the design on there. I might take... Well, they're kind of small. I just really like these dessert plates, also known as bread and butter plates. This guy down here is cute. It's like an embroidered bench. It actually has storage in it. This was handmade by a student at some school that I thought was pretty cool, like a college. I have a wine box. Just random stuff. And like I said, this is emptied out because I did already come here and take some things out. Just a lot of random stuff. I'm about to put these signs up, just like 50% off everything, because I just want to get rid of these. These lamps are stunning. Love them. They're like old German satin glass with these really gorgeous details on it. But no bites, so they have to go. Sadly, I only had one shade. The other shade is MIA. This cool oil lamp that was converted into a electrical lamp. A little reproduction spool. And these are all hand-blown glasses here. I might take these with me. Anyway. And some prints. You guys may recognize that. I don't know. There's this whole experience of the booth that has been interesting. There's a lot of things to consider when you want to open an antique booth. One is foot traffic. Right now, I'm the only person in here. It is Thursday, like in the middle of the afternoon, but there should be somebody else here. So when you're researching a place to open a booth, I would highly recommend popping in at random times throughout the week and just see how much traffic is coming through. When I got this booth, I'm in the back of this barn, more or less. There's no air conditioning back here. It's pretty chilly. It's kind of a crappy location within the facility. If you can get a location close to the front, it'd be great. But those generally have a cost associated with them. I would look around too, see what other people are selling. If you, for example, this is coming directly from me, who is trying to sell mid-century modern stuff in my booth, if you walk around and don't see other people with mid-century modern stuff, it's probably an indicator that you're probably not going to sell your stuff either. Sometimes that can be in your favor if you have like a specific item or whatever that, or like a specific, I don't know, taste that no one else in the facility has, because then if somebody's coming here specifically for mid-century modern stuff, they're going to your booth. However, most people are not associating this place with mid-century modern stuff because in general, a lot of it is farmhouse style, country, and antique. So a lot of the mid-century modern stuff I brought in here didn't do too terribly well. I did sell a couple nice pieces of furniture, so that was cool. But in general, see what other people are selling. I would also consider the rent, consider how much you anticipate selling, and also find out if when you rent a booth, if you have to pay a percentage of your sales as well. I do. So between renting the booth, paying a percentage of my sales, I think it's 10% here or something like that, and then taxes on top of that because Uncle Sam wants his share, I'm just, in the end, not walking away with much from here. So that's why I'm getting rid of the booth. If I was coming in regularly, if I had a nicer spot, if I could rotate inventory more often, maybe I'd keep it. But it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it anymore. The other thing is it's far from my house. This is about a 20-minute drive from my house. And so it's not something I can pay attention to too often without, like, scheduling it. You know what I mean? So, like, I have to schedule visits. I want to make sure, like, my husband's got the kids and grandma does, so I can come out here and deal with the booth. All that to say, there isn't, like, too much stuff left in here, but I'm going to clear out some things, pull some things down that I think some of you might like. And if there is anything you see that you would like, let me know. And next time I'm in here, because I'll probably have to come back here one more time to, like, just empty out the booth totally. If there's anything you see, let me know. Other than that, that's going to pretty much do it for this booth after I put the signs up today. But I am going to check out the pile of jewelry. I'm not sure. I will record, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be talking while I'm sifting. So, because it's really close to the front counter, and I don't want to be that guy. So, I'll see what I can record. But anyhow, so there you go. There's the almost empty booth. All right, so this lady has, like, a ton of stuff. She's not just in this booth. I think she's over here too. The stuff in this case is amazing. She always has really, really pretty jewelry. I've gotten a few things from this woman. Love her jewelry. Check out that cute rose quartz elephant. Oof. A little, you know, out of the price range for resale, but it is cute. Thought I'd show it. Sometimes she has some nice stone stuff, but anyway. I'm going to be sifting through all of this stuff. Jewelry, this is her price. really cute things. I found some winners on this rack before. So I'm going to be here for a minute. If I find anything cool, I'll turn the camera back on. Oh, I also wanted to show over here. I'll be digging. I was here before with my husband, and he made me quit early because he wanted to leave. He's like, I'm not going to stay here for another 20 minutes while you dig. So now I'm here by myself, and I'm going to go have a digging party. So if I find anything, I'll let you know. All right, I'm back in my car. I scored some very lovely things. Let's see if I can show you. First of all, I got this whole set of crosses, which I don't... Oh, come on. Come on, camera. There we go. That one's pewter. These ones I'm going to test. That one with the white, those are opals. So, how this got lumped in there with all these crosses for under $5, I don't know. I don't know. It's probably not real gold. And the opals are like glued in there. They're not prong set, but they're definitely opals. So I'll test it anyway and just see. And then there's these two crosses down here that I thought this purple one was gorgeous. But I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a glass or a stone. And we've got this agate cross up here. Perhaps onyx. Now this, I'm gonna have to look at it closer. It looks like it might be a glass. It's glass or stone. It's one of the two. But that filigree work around there I thought was really lovely. So I picked those up. And then I got these, which are gaudy as hell, and I love them. I don't know if I can actually wear them or not. But look how they're like sparkly as all get out, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can pull them off. If not, I'll sell them. So we'll give it a try. Okay, so this is like a whole bag of like seemingly crafting supplies, but what I saw in here was this, which is a necklace shortener, which I'm always after for you guys. I already have two of them, but you'll love them when you know what it is. And then you guys aren't going to believe this. I think, I don't want to accuse this lady at the counter of doing anything, but I think she took one of the pieces out of here. There was a piece of Larimar in here and it's gone. There was a piece of Larimar in this bag. That was the whole reason I bought this bag. Let me check the rest of the bag. If it's not in there, I'm going right back in there. That's not cool. It was in there. That was part of the reason I bought it. We've got what looks like maybe some Mexican sterling, or Mexican silver, I should say. And then this cute piece, Asian inspired, is marked sterling on the back. So I'm going to put that on a nicer chain. This little stone disc, I'm not sure what it is. It looks like it might be a jade of some sort. It might be a nephrite or something like that. It might even be a moss agate. It's hard to tell. It's not quite appearing on there as it is, you know. And then this, I thought was super fun. Look at this giant leaf necklace. How cute. How cute is that? Okay, and then I've got this little intaglio brooch. It's like inset, but it's really cute. Open on the back. And then this guy. This little food bracelet. Like a wine lover's bracelet. I shouldn't say food. I don't think there's any food on here, actually. Grapes is a food. There are grapes. All right, y'all. I'm about to go have some words with the lady at the counter, so I'll be back. But I guess I'll cut this off. I'll come back and let you know what happened. Because WTF, I'm not buying this bag if it didn't have a Larimar in it. I'm really legit irritated right now. And she pulled this thing from behind the counter and said it dropped on the floor. All right, I'll be back. All right. So here's what happened. I took my my bag inside. I guess I should bring this brooch back. I took my bag inside. I explained to the woman at the counter how this was missing. I was missing a blue thing that looked like an earring. and it was inside this bag. And she said, that's really weird. She seemed genuinely confused and, worried and, all the natural things you would expect someone to experience. Anywho, she said she would look around, and I said, it's probably gone. I mean, the bag was sealed. I brought it up to the counter. When I looked at it again, it was sealed. So whoever took it intentionally removed it from that bag. And she said, well, maybe it fell out. I'll look around. Let me sweep behind the counter and I'll see. I said, okay. So she said, give me your number and I'll let you know if I find it. I said, okay. Mind you, it's just us in the store right now. So she was sweeping when I left. I gave her my number. I just got in my car and I was kind of looking back through my paper bag to see if it was in there. And she comes to the door and says, hey, and it calls my attention. So I go back out of my car. And lo and behold, she says, well, I just swept up a bunch of stuff. Do you see it in here in the dustpan? She holds the dustpan out to me, and there's a bunch of dirt in there and the earring. Conveniently found. So, who knows? I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but that was certainly strange. But there it is. It's a piece of Larimar. I know it's loud, I'm sorry, y'all. And I think it's set in sterling. It certainly looks like sterling to me. I'll test it when I get home. My plan is to turn it into a pendant because I think it'd make a pretty little pendant. I'll show it to you again. But it's pretty, but it was in the bag, and that's all I bought the bag for was the Larimar and that little loop-de-doo. And anywho, she gave me, when I went in there, she gave me a pendant that I was looking at, or a brooch I was looking at for my troubles. So I did pick that up too, which is a pretty little gold-filled brooch. So that's nice. That whole incident was very strange, but hey, I'm not saying anybody did anything. Maybe it just somehow magically fell out of the bag and behind the counter while the bag was closed and nothing else fell out. Who's to say? All right, so that was my experience at the booth today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.